Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. I have a plan with me using this really old kit called Ophelia from the GP Studio. She was formerly known as the GP Sticker Studio and she's based out of Australia. I had completely forgotten to get the bottom washi and the full heart checklist. I don't really use the checklist, but Tiff, thank you so much for sending those to me. She saw that I made a post and I said I completely forgot to get the bottom washi or it was missing in my order. I don't remember. It was 2 years ago. I can't even find the invoice. But anyways, I'm just so thankful and glad that she was looking out, so I really appreciate that. I'm actually going to finish answering some questions from a way previous plan with me, so I hope that you enjoy this video.
Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Lay me down behind the moon, tell me you'll be on real soon. I don't wanna wait no more. We could be dancing in the stars, we could be floating on away. As long as I'm safely in your arms, and it don't really matter where we stay. Cause space makes me sad. Cause space makes me sad. Space makes me sad. Feeling like Pluto, you already knew though. I'm hiding just behind the stars, but how come the stars don't shine when it's day? How come the sky at night makes me this way? Why you so far away? Galaxy cast away, watching you hopelessly. Why aren't you home with me? Cause space makes me sad. Space makes me sad. Space makes me sad. Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Lay me down behind the moon, tell me you'll be on real soon. I don't wanna wait no more. We could be dancing in the stars, we could be floating on away. As long as I'm safely in your arms, and it don't really matter where we stay. Cause space makes me sad.
So I want to start off by saying I chose not to use any of the purples that came in the kit just because I wanted to keep it very soft and neutral and just stick with the greens, this peach pinky color, and the browns and stuff like that. I felt like it was definitely a better transition from summer into fall. So I'm going to continue answering some questions from a previous plan with me. I don't even remember which one it was, but I just saw my photos that I have so many screenshots, so I figured I would try to remember where I stopped. But also, I wanted to preface by saying I struggled so much using this kit. It has nothing to do with the shop. It has everything to do with the fact that I haven't used a GP kit in a long time. So I kind of felt out of place and like I was kind of relearning her format. And I know that might sound really silly, but if you understand, you understand. Like if you've never used a kit from a certain shop, it's kind of like trying to learn what comes with the shop all over again and trying to be creative, because I definitely get into this groove of using the same kit formats depending on the kits that I'm rotating, the shops I'm rotating. But for the most part, they're shops that I use frequently, and I try to rotate different ones over and over again. That way, there's a good variety, but it's also some shops that I just love and adore and I PR for and stuff like that too. So with that being said, Lauren of Plan Mush Plan also has a code for her shop if you're interested. So Margie asked, what do you miss most about Guam? I totally miss just the laid back lifestyle. Like no one's ever in a rush and I totally miss that. I also miss just like the fiestas and the cookouts. Like I love red rice. I love finadeni. I know I can make finadeni here, but it's just not the same. And so good. I love Kelaguen. I miss it so much. So Margie, if you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure you do. So Lena asked, what is your favorite junk food? And so I would rather have like a cheeseburger over anything sweet, but if I'm craving anything sweet, it's totally like ice cream or chocolate, especially Nutella. But she also asked what your favorite chip is, and I really do love like potato chips, like just a very simple potato chip, not too much salt and not all the extra flavors and craziness that goes with it. Just a simple, like I'm a simpleton. Like when it comes to potato chips, that's it. She says she's been eating a lot of junk food right now. That's why she's asking. She also asked, if you were reincarnated, what animal do you think you'd be? Personally, I would probably be any sea animal. Probably not the super small ones because I don't want to get eaten and killed that fast, at least. But I just love the idea of being in like a water animal because it's just relaxing. Like I don't know about you, but when I'm in the water, like the pool or the beach, the ocean, it's just so calming and relaxing, and I feel so lightweight and just relaxed all the time. So my girl Yaya asked, what inspired you to start doing Plan With Me's on YouTube? So at the time when I was watching, there weren't that many YouTubers out. There were only a few that I was, rotating and cycling and watching all the time. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, you have the equipment, and I have background in marketing and PR, and I used to run my school's news crew and production. I was like, I should just do this. Like, I enjoy doing this, and I just want to share my creativity and my hobby, and also just kind of get to know the people in the community and build a community. So that was the main reason. Sherry of Planning Peep was certainly my number one inspiration, and she's helped me a lot. Like I remembered reaching out to her before I even created my planner Instagram, and I reached out to her on my personal Instagram. She really took the time to respond to me, and we were sending novels to each other back and forth, and she certainly took her time and was so patient and helpful, and she's really just like my mentor. I love her so much. This next question from P12L, is that right? She asked, what kind of FUD do you get, and can you show us how you organize your stickers? So I honestly, don't judge me, you guys. I have some Vietnamese friends, okay? I know this. I love egg noodles. Like, that's just my preference. I don't really care too much for the vermicelli noodles. I just don't like the consistency and how, like, it slips all the time. Like, that's silly. That's weird. It's weird. It's fine. But I just prefer egg noodles, like ramen egg noodles. Like that's just what I prefer. But however, I love the flavor of the soup, and I typically get the pork. I also love how spicy it is, because the difference with like ramen, like true Japanese ramen, there's not a lot of soup and they don't make the ramen spicy like that. At least from my experience in Japan, they don't really put a bunch of spices in their ramen. Pho, on the other hand, girl, your girl makes it real spicy to the point where I'm sweating, and it's okay. But sometimes I just crave spicy food. Like once I throw my hair up, it's about to go down. Like this sounds so gross right now. But if you love pho, or if you love just spicy noodles or spicy soup, let me know so I don't feel super alone. I mean, it could be something spicy like chicken wings. You might like spicy, I don't know what else is spicy. I don't know. But that's kind of how I feel even about like Indian food and Thai food. Like I sometimes just crave something super spicy. And yeah, it's just like a craving sometimes. So organizing my stickers, that's a long process. I still haven't set up my office the way I want to yet, because after moving in, I'm still waiting on some desks to arrive, like the ones that I actually want. I feel like the one I currently have is just a placeholder, and I'm bummed because everything I want from IKEA is sold out, and I understand because of all of the virtual learning and COVID, everything's kind of out of stock and delayed, and I totally get it. So everything's just kind of been on hold. And I haven't had a chance to really organize things the way I wanted to, because I have been focusing mostly on filming and catching up on my Plan With Me's, and I'm slowly but surely almost there. This week I will be caught up officially, and that'll be nice because I enjoy doing several extra spreads, but I also miss being caught up and just looking forward to doing that week's memory spread and not having to worry about all the previous weeks before that, because I really do want to stay in order, and it would totally bother me if I didn't stay in order. So yeah, and then so Enna, my good friend Enna, asked, how did you and your fiance meet? I think I talked about this in one of my very, very first Plan With Me's, but basically we met at a gym I was working at my senior year of college. So my senior year of college, I was a full-time student. I was a resident assistant. I worked at a gym part-time. I also bartended and babysat part-time. So I worked a lot. I was constantly moving. Like, I don't know how I juggled any of it. Now that I look back, like, it was a lot. But we met at a gym, and he was a regular, and he would just show up, and like we just chatted, and then just the rest is history. Unfortunately, when I first met him, he had to travel for work right away, like 3 weeks after. So we spent a lot of time in the 3 weeks together, and it was just really cool and fun. And we didn't really date immediately. We never made anything official just because we built a friendship first, which was incredibly important to me and to him as well. And I think it really shows for in our relationship now. And he's my best friend. So even though he was gone and traveling, we talked all the time, and it was like doing long distance, getting to know someone. I wouldn't say we were really dating, we were more like just talking. And then when he got back, almost a year later, that's when we kind of officially made it the real deal. Okay, so I wonder if I have time for more questions here. So Enna asked, what's your dog's story and where is he from? So we adopted him at 11 weeks old. We adopted him from the SPCA. And so it was actually, it was a rough time, you guys. I don't even know if I have time to get into this in this video, but basically we had our eyes set on another dog that we wanted to adopt. And, you know, applications on dogs, they go like crazy, and we lost our spot. The dog that we wanted already got adopted, and I was heartbroken. And Jace just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, it was, I tried my hardest not to get attached to anything. And I remember my fiance one day saying, hey, like, I'm at the SPCA. Like, he sent me a picture of a dog, and I was like, oh my gosh, put an application in now. Like, do it. Hurry up. And, you know, we waited and waited, and we got a phone call like it was meant to be. I remember vividly after leaving the gym, we got a phone call from the SPCA saying, hey, the other applications before you, they both dropped out. Do you guys still want the dog? And we were like, heck yes. So my baby was then my baby forever. So I love him so much. So if you watched the recent Plans Change episode, Jace did make a little appearance, and you guys were so, so sweet and loving on him. I appreciated it so much. I even received some DMs afterwards saying that he was like the best part of the live, and he was so cute and sweet. And I was just like, oh, my heart, I was melting. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you have any questions as to where the stickers are from, please just leave a comment below. And I hope that you enjoyed this. I felt super rusty and out of it. I don't know why. I think it's just the weather, my mood, I don't know. Here are the leftover stickers, and there's a ton because I have the extras from Tiff. So again, thank you so much, Tiff. Here's a Viv Wiggle. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Space makes me sad.